What's up everyone, welcome to a new video on the channel and welcome to some Horizon 5. It's a little dark, but that's okay because this will change very, very soon. Actually, it won't change that much because the first tune that I'm going to end up using is going to be a really good one. So, obviously, this is another video where I get to try your guys' crazy tunes. By the way, if you're new to the channel and you like the stuff that you're seeing, please subscribe, it helps out a lot. And yeah, I guess it keeps you guys up to date whenever I upload a brand new video on the channel. So, like I said, I get to try your tunes, a bunch of different types of tunes. It's completely random which ones I pick. I just sort of scroll through my Discord and then I pick one of the tunes. If you guys don't know, I do have a Discord where all this is going on. And it's down in the description box below. You can join it if you're of age. Head in there. You can hang around, talk to everybody else that's in the Discord, and also share tunes for any future videos that I may do. And I might pick them. So, this is what is happening in today's video. So I have a tune ready and lined up. I don't have a second tune, but we'll get to that in a second. But I want to try this tune here, which apparently is for a Lotus 311, and it's a race tune. And I really want to try it because I haven't driven sort of race spec anything in a little bit now. But I really want to try it again. So Lotus 311. This is a very good race car, by the way. First of all, like if you built this thing properly, it's a very good car to race with, and that's kind of what I want to try, see if this person did well with this car here. So let's pop the share code in. All I have to do is do this, go over to share code, and he shared in things. So it's 136.220.266. Search for that. There it is. S1 race spec. I kind of want to try this thing in Rivals, but also I want to try it in the Toge downhill run, the Golden Toge. If you guys have no idea what that's all about, you'll see it in a sec whenever I do a run with this thing. But I really want to try it in Rivals as well, just to see what this thing is like to drive. So S1, I don't think there's a lot of different cars that I ended up using for S1, is there? I can't remember what it was. But in the world right now, I don't think I've ever done like a proper run. So I'm 22nd thousand in the world on this event in S1. So yeah, I don't remember if I ended up doing anything crazy with that car or what car that is that I ended up using. But let's try see if this Lotus can beat that McLaren. Again, like I said, I don't know what tune was on that, but we'll just see. We'll just see how much faster this probably is, because this is specifically built for racing. So I don't know if the other one actually was. Maybe it just had tires or something like that. Alright, let's just go for it. Let's try see what this is like. I'm gonna guess it's rear-wheel drive. It's not rear-wheel drive. It's pretty agile, I like that. A little slippery, just a tiny bit. It is agile, but like for whatever reason on sore corners it just... Oh my god, I'm braking. Okay, I cannot brake and turn at all with this thing, not even like a tiny bit. I didn't even slam on the brakes or anything like that. It was just like a tiny bit braking just so I could slow down, but braking and turning is a no-go with this thing. So that front end just pulls in tighter. I have to get used to driving this thing. I really have to get used to driving it. Doesn't help that I was also playing... man, how are you not taking that corner? Like, I'm just... What is with the steering on this thing? It feels like it's supposed to be really twitchy, but then when I go and I start taking corners with it, it just understeers. Maybe the tune is just bad. I don't know. Maybe I'm just bad. Yeah, you should definitely be able to go faster than take that corner. I don't know how it's not able to do that. I mean, 43.7 to beat, and with my awful time there. Okay, I have to brake a lot earlier there. Yeah, it just sucks. Why is the front end so like slow turning in as I'm accelerating? It just understeers a lot. Is this all-wheel drive? Did this person make this thing all-wheel drive? Yeah, he did. Why'd you make this thing all-wheel drive? This would be so much better as a rear-wheel drive car. So much better. Just leave it rear-wheel drive the way it was. And this would have been so much faster. I guarantee that. Because first of all, it'd be lighter. And especially the front end would be so much tighter to turning in. I don't know, it drives weird. It just wants to understeer a lot. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, because it's all-wheel drive. And I think the brakes are front biased a lot. Because I'm turning in and the front end just darts into a direction and makes me think, makes me oversteer. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this tune. Let me try to brake it a little earlier here. See, even there, man, I just started to... I'm understeering. Even there, I was about to say, I'm starting to understeer, and I just was. I was just understeering. How, man? This is supposed to be so lightweight and just darts into corners. How'd you make it so understeers? Change this thing to rear-wheel drive. Change this thing to rear-wheel drive and retune this thing. Oh man, this sucks. I don't like this car at all. I don't like the way it drives. It's weird because when you're initially like driving it, right? The way it changes directions, like for the amount of like I guess steering that I'm doing on the controller, it feels like it wants to dart into corners, and it still kind of wants to have that same feeling with this car, that it just is really quick at like changing directions and everything, because it's super lightweight. But somehow you made this thing, because you made it all-wheel drive. Let me try see, because I did say that this was all-wheel drive. Am I correct in saying that this is all-wheel drive? Yeah. Just leave it rear-wheel drive, please. I don't know how lateral G's went up from standard. Maybe just because of the tires, but it just doesn't feel like it. It really doesn't. Yeah, I don't like the way this drives. I don't. I just really don't. I do not like this thing at all. I'm going to put the tune on, and I'm going to take it on the Golden Toge, because I usually like to test cars out there, but I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan. Not starting off strong for today's video, boys. Not doing that. Alright, so let's go over to Event Lab, Blueprint Events, and then obviously I have the ones that are in my favorites, which is this one, Golden Toge Run. 25,000 plays on this thing. That's pretty mad. That's pretty mad. Okay, let's try this. Let's see what it's like on this section. You guys should be able to see what sort of time I'll be able to get with this car as well, because, like I said before, I've had different times available and up for this run itself, and you'll be able to see how this thing compares to a bunch of other cars. Okay, I'm gonna change to this view, because I feel like I'm a little bit faster when I go from this perspective. It's fine, just ignore that. Oh god, the understeer. I also feel like to brake really early. I don't know why. Oh man, this thing is bad. It's just bad. Do people test drive their tunes before they send it to me? Oh my god. This is supposed to be a little race car. How... Ugh. I just have to slow down so much for a lot of these runners. I mean, I know it's only S1 and it's not, you know, like X-Class, but I can't just ignore the fact that I honestly do think that this would be so much faster and so much better to drive as a rear-wheel drive. You didn't even add like a huge amount of horsepower to it. It's only like around 500 horsepower, so the rear-wheel drive setup would be able to easily handle 500 horsepower if you tune your diff and suspension properly. And even transmission. It's just is going to be so much better than this. Please try it again. Try your tune again. Change it to rear wheel drive. Mess around with your settings, with your tunes, and definitely try this car out again like that, because it's just better. I guarantee you, it's faster. It goes into corners a lot better. It won't understeer like you made it do now. Like, I just have to slow down so much for some of these corners, because I know I'm just going to slide into them, like, into the corner, like, front first. Not even backwards, you know, like, not even, like, going for a little oversteer slide or anything like that, but I know forwards I'm going to just understeer into these corners. The power is there. It has the power. You know? That's the one thing I haven't said a bad thing about. I think the power to weight ratio of this car is perfect. But it would be perfect for a rear-wheel drive version of it. Oh god. I'm really interested to see what sort of time I'll get with this thing. I'm not even like holding back, because you can see how close I'm getting to some of the walls as well. So it's not like I'm driving slowly. I am definitely trying to push this thing as much as possible. That wasn't my bad, but I mean, I started to brake with this thing as I was slightly turned. So obviously I didn't brake in a straight line, and this thing just pulled me in the direction that I was turning. Way too much. More than what I would have liked. Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of this car. Okay, nice. Okay, last few corner steers. Careful not to understeer into one of these walls, because the walls are a little bit jagged. I know they look smooth, but they're a little bit jagged. If you've seen any of the previous videos where I ended up going around this section, and you see me crash into a wall, it's like crashing into a pixel. It just stops me dead in my tracks. So I need to be careful not to do that. But it'll mess up my time. Okay, and that is the finish line with 4:39. I don't know. I feel like that's such a mediocre time with this thing. I seriously feel like the power to weight ratio of this thing is perfect. I love that. But I just don't like the way it handles. I really don't like the way it handles. I feel like this can go so much faster on corners. Anyway, thank you for the tune. What I recommend is definitely trying it again and messing around. I do have another tune that's listed here, and I really want to try it. So let's have a look and see. Now, the next tune is for a BMW 1M, and it just says perfectly balanced as all things should be, and it's a rear-wheel drive BMW 1M tune. I really am kind of looking forward to this, because this is just such a good platform for a car to build something nice. I mean, you gave it 1100 horsepower. It's got drift suspension, so it's supposed to be a rear wheel, or not a rear, sorry, but a drift build. You did, however, give it, like I said, 1000 horsepower. So don't know about that one. Don't know how balanced that is when you give this little car 1100 horsepower. But I'm down to try it. I definitely want to try it. See what it's like. Alright, let's have a look here. See what's happening with this thing. Okay. Little T37. T37s. It actually is quite nice to drive already, just from the little bit that I'm doing here. It's really, really nice to drive, actually. As much as I thought that this is going to be like a racing tune or something like that, I actually kind of like it. It's nice to drive. Okay. I'm interested to see now what this thing is like on the downhill run here. I need to try to get used to this thing a little bit. The power to grip is there. It's quite good. Okay, angle is quite nice too, actually, as well. The small dimensions of this car, I think, make it really, really good. It's probably why every single person that has ever driven one of these, they say that they like it. Like in real life, I mean. That it's an unbelievably good car to drive. It's probably because of the super small dimensions. And that's why the M2, I think, that sort of came out to replace this little car, was such a big success. Because it's just smaller dimensions, beefy engine. I really, really want to try an M2. I feel like it'd be just... Like, my M4 right now feels... It doesn't feel that big, to be honest with you. Like, I got used to it. And plus I've driven bigger cars, but it feels a lot like a sports car slash GT car, where I think as the M2 would be like a hot hatch. Obviously that's not a hatch, but it's rear-wheel drive, you know, and I feel like that would be quite fun to drive, a little M2. And that's probably why this is actually so nice to drive as well in real life. I've heard from many people. But then again, I'm not really comparing this thing to real life, but it's just the small dimensions of this thing that I wanted to sort of compare it to real life, because, I mean, that hasn't really changed in the tune here at all. Obviously we have 1,000 horsepower, obviously we're in Forza, it's not the same thing, you know, it's not real life. But it's nice. I can't actually fault this tune. Maybe a little bit too much power. If this was a little bit slower, I think I'd probably, you know, it'll make it a little bit more challenging. It's really easy to drive. Like, super, super easy to drive. You sort of send it sideways and, you know, control it. That's it. I mean, that's pretty much the same with every drift car that you end up doing, like, building. And you just send it sideways and you control it. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. It's like, that's what I'm saying, like, it's just so easy. There's no drama or anything about it. It's just, power is there, the grip is there as much as you need it. It's rear-wheel drive, so it's nice. It feels great to drive. Yeah, I can't fault it. I cannot fault this tune. Really, really can't. I'm enjoying it a lot. Thought I'd try 5th as well for this super long corner here. Yeah. It's good. Everything's good about it. Everything is good about this car right now. This is a flawless BMW drift build. I think if you wanted to learn to drift higher horsepower cars in this game, download this soon. Seriously, download this soon and try it. Especially rear-wheel drive. Because I know some people would hop on this game and just pick all-wheel drive and then just try to drift all-wheel drive the entire time because it's easier. I'm telling you, if you're trying to learn how to drift, definitely start off with rear-wheel drive. And if you're trying to sort of experiment and try to go higher horsepower and everything like that, try this soon. Seriously. It's so good. You just play around with this car so easily. Controlling the power, the throttle. Steering is super easy. It is perfectly balanced. He got that comment spot on that he put on the Discord next to this tune. I can just keep it on the outside line as well every single time without making mistakes. That's how good this thing is. Like, I have so much precision with it. It's a lovely tune. Honestly, one of the best drift tunes that you guys have ever sent me. Seriously, I have to give it to it. It's really, really good. Yeah. I love it. I love this thing. What a turnaround from the last tune, eh? I like it a lot. Well, I guess that's it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos like this on the channel, then of course, you know, keep up to date with all the stuff that I do by subscribing, like the video, comment, share, do whatever it is you guys would like to do to show your support. But that's pretty much it for me. Thank you very much for watching again, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.